Hi guys, Angie Bell with my fairy treasures. Okay, I'm back. Of course I'm back. All right, you guys were making another bird bath slash fountain. So let me just tell you how we prepped everything. To take off all those stickers, get this in your life, I show it every time. Turtle wax label sticker remover. I didn't get it at Walmart, anywhere. This will stop you from cursing to get those stickers off, because that drives you insane. And then rubbing alcohol, your next best friend. Rubbing alcohol over everything, tops and bottoms. Just clean the whole piece with alcohol. Okay, so everything's prepped that way. Then your pieces. This right here, isn't this fabulous? Look at this. I think I paid $4 or $5 for this, and I think I did this at Bath and Body Works. They were clearancing out a bunch of stuff at Christmas or fall, I can't remember. And I picked this up, and so I used it in decor in my house, but I haven't been using it. This is going to make a great base. I'm not even going to have to put a plate down, because look, this is so heavily weighted already. I'm thinking about not putting a plate down. I'm trying to think if I shouldn't. Just a second, guys. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I lied. I am going to use a plate. This is like a plate that I think is, I don't really like it anymore. I bought it at Dollar Tree. So I have quite a few, 5 or 6 of those. I'm almost done with them. You can use a plate for your base, and you turn the plate upside down. I'm using some alcohol right now to make sure I clean this. Okay, clean this good. I clean the whole area, but definitely the part it's gonna sit on. All right. The reason I said I'm gonna do this now is because I think it would be better if I did have a base. Let me see. Yeah, this will make it even more stable. So you turn this upside down, just like that. That will go on top of there. Okay. Perfect. All right. So that'll get glued down. The next piece is I have these plates here. Okay, aren't they beautiful? I almost kept them for eating because they are gorgeous. But anyway, that goes next. What's next after this? Oh, this piece. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Now, I've had this. I got this from a thrift store. Probably paid $1 or $2 for it. I've had this in my stash. Okay. Then another one of these beautiful plates. Oh, and I knew what I was going to do. Because of how it's just going to work out better. I'm going to turn this upside down. Let me show you. I'm turning this vase upside down. Okay? And this vase is heavy, so it definitely needs to be on the bottom. Okay? On the bottom half of this whole thing. Then another plate. Okay? And then bring it up a little bit more. Then this piece. I got this piece for like $1 or $2 at Target when they're clearancing out their $5 section. And that's going to go on top of here. Okay. So there you see that. And then the last piece that's going to go on, I'm not going to do it now because I don't want anything to fall. It'll be this platter goes on top of there. And either for the bowl part, I'm either going to use this bowl. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I was going to make a flower out of this bowl, but it's so heavy. I still may make a glass flower out of this. Or it's going to be the pie dish. The pie dish are great. Now, these are, if I use this, it's definitely going to be a bird bath. Because this is, it's more shallow. So this can't be a fountain, okay? The fountains are when you have like a bowl where it's a little bit. But the bowl could be a fountain or a bird bath. But this will definitely be a bird bath. I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to use this on top. So that decision has been made. But like I said, those 2 pieces aren't going to go on. I'll glue these together. But these 2 pieces right here will not go on until later on today, okay? They'll be the last pieces that go on. All right, so let's start. Oh, I didn't talk about the glue. The glue I use is a GE Advanced Silicone. Okay? Don't forget to buy your caulking gun. Anywhere, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. Now, the advanced silicone is good for extreme heat and extreme cold. Because somebody said that, they don't trust it in Las Vegas. I live in Las Vegas. And I haven't had anything fall apart. It works good in cold and in heat and water. Okay, it's silicone. You can also use JD Weld. You can also use E6000. And they're supposed to also do well in cold and heat. Okay? Alright. But the reason I use this is you get a bigger bang for your buck. That JD Weld, you're going to be going through it like crazy, and it's expensive. It's only coming a thing. The bigger size is about like this, and it's like $8. I paid $8 for this, and this has lasted me. I've made 6-7 bird baths already, or fountains. It dries pretty clear, but not completely clear. So if you have something like the bowl, when you finally get to the top and you can see through the bowl, of course, you might want to use JD Weld or E6000 because they dry more clear. I personally don't care, so I'm still going to use this. Okay, so that's the deal with that. Okay, so let's take. Oh, and I put a piece of clear tape on it like this, and that's to keep it from drying out. Okay. I use a popsicle stick to smear for larger areas, and for areas that aren't as large, I use a tongue depressor for the larger areas and a popsicle stick for the smaller areas. Okay, let's get going. Let's stop jibber jabbering and start going. All right, let me take this apart real quick. Let me bring this all the way down again. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to glue this on to this plate. And I think we got a pretty big surface area to go on here, so we're gonna put glue. I already had squeezed some glue out onto the cardboard, but we can just apply this right onto the piece. I don't always do it like this. Oh, I think I gotta start to get another thing of glue. Okay, I got enough for this, but yeah, I'm out. Okay, finally. I made probably, how many bird baths? 6-7 bird baths already with that one thing of caulking. Let me keep going here. Hopefully that's enough. I like to put a lot. Let me make sure I can't get any more out of this gun. I think that's everything. Yep, that's it. Okay. So I think we got enough on here anyway. And then I'm going to have to pause you guys and go change out my gun. Alright, I got to center this onto the plate. Let me walk around like I normally do, make sure it's all good. I'm out of frame, you guys come walking around making sure it's good, okay? It's pretty good. Just move this over just a little bit. I'm making a video.
Okay.
You can come out. I'm about to pause.
If you throw my clothes in, I can.
Okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to pause because I got to get myself another thing of silicone here. Okay. I'm back because I went ahead and changed out and got myself a fresh one of these. I picked up 3 of these when I was at Lowe's. Okay, so we got this down. Make sure, press down on it a little bit. Make sure it's good. Next, a plate. So, oh, and actually, this needs to be, hopefully this is centered. Well, it doesn't matter, because it's round. Okay. If you have something like this, like I have here, make sure that that's facing center before you put your second piece on, because this needs to be facing in the center. Okay, it is. Can't believe I didn't notice that before. Okay. Another plate. That's going to go right on top of here. Okay. Okay. Popsicle stick time. Right on top of here. I love this. On this one, I have a good lip on here. Nice, wide, thick lip. If this lip right here is too thin, okay, don't use it. So look for pieces that have at least a little bit of a lip on them, because if it's too thin, there's going to be nothing there for it to attach to each other. And like I always say, do not be stingy with the glue, with the silicone. Do not be stingy. Oh, when you go get your silicone, make sure that you get clear, because they have other colors. And you definitely want clear. I've used so many of my glassware. It's almost time for me to go shopping again for some more. Like I need some more bowls for the fountain part or the bird bath part. Definitely need more of those. I kind of need some more plates to go in between things. So, all right. So now let's put this on here and walk around. Let me move my wheelbarrow out of the way. First, let me get this. All right, so I might be out of frame, you guys. Will you see me? Hi. I'm just looking around everywhere. Okay. Just has to scoot over this way a little bit. And sometimes I'm sitting down in a chair actually looking, you guys, so I'm looking underneath. Scoot this over just a tad bit more. All right, that looks good. Now I need to know how it is from the back. Or at least from the side here. Okay. Move a little bit back, a little bit. A bit more, moving it back. And also, this plate here should line up with the plate below it too. That's another way to measure it, to make sure it's in the center. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're good. So now just press down a little bit. Make sure we've made attachment. Okay, now next piece is this piece here. Okay, isn't that beautiful? And it's going to go this way. Okay. and it's so heavy. If you can get heavier pieces, that's actually even better. And the heavy pieces really help stabilize your piece. So this is going to go down here, so we need to put glue on this. All right. I love making these videos outside. It's so nice right now, early in the morning here in Las Vegas. It's never usually like this in the summer, where at 7:30, 6 in the morning, it's like 70. It's usually 80 and about to be 100 real quick. So we have had a really cool summer for Las Vegas. I mean, by, I don't know, 11, noon, it is 100, 104. But the mornings are nice. And so are the evenings. So, it's not normally like that. So global warming is messing up things, because it's not really supposed to be 70 degrees in the mornings here in Las Vegas. Sometimes it's warmer in other places that are a lot cooler than here. It's really crazy. Okay. Keep going around. And as I always say, be generous with the silicone. And when I say silicone or I say glue, I'm talking about the same thing. Okay? Okay. And I enjoy the whole process of this. Like, I enjoy going to the thrift store or garage sales or my house and collecting the glass. I also enjoy designing it, like putting it all together before I come on here, deciding what pieces are going on top of what pieces, designing it. I also enjoy making the haul videos of what I got from the thrift store or garage sales to make these. I like the whole thing. And I like making the video. Have a little paper towel with a little bit of alcohol around, so if this stuff gets on you, it comes right off with the alcohol, like really comes off. Doesn't leave any sticky residue on you. All right, so now this is going to have to get centered here. I feel like I'm like an astronaut. I'm landing on the moon. Ah! All right, bring that up a little bit. All right, let me see here what's going on. This is where I'll be out of frame, maybe myself, but I have to look at everything. And one of you guys suggested that I get a Lazy Susan, which I think that could be a good suggestion. But the problem is that you don't want to be turning this, because little movements could get you really off on your. Little movements can really get it off with a Lazy Susan, because you're swinging it around. So I'm a little bit afraid of that, but it's a good idea, just so I don't have to keep walking around. But yeah, this looks good, I think. Let me just do another check. Yeah, we are good. All right. Now, if you have some seepage, mild seepage, I would leave it, because that's just kind of seal around. Now, I had a couple areas where the seepage was a little too much, so I'm wiping that. All right. That looks good. All right, let's press down a little bit. All right. Next, another plate. Right on top of here. Okay. So we have a big surface area to work with here. So we're just going to put the glue right on top. Make sure you guys are seeing. Okay, big old thing of glue. And now I'm finally going to go in with my tongue depressor. You can get your tongue depressors and your popsicle sticks at Dollar Tree. Hopefully they're still $1.25 and not $1.50. I hate paying $1.50 for things I paid $1 for a few years ago and $1.25 just like last week. And now I go and it's $1.50. Oh, that makes me mad. I think Dollar Tree messed up. What do you guys think? Because I'm telling you right now, when I go in there, I think they have me thinking now. I told the cashier, I said, I know I'm not blaming you. You don't make these decisions. I said, but Dollar Tree I think messed up because I used to walk in here. I didn't even think about what I'm gonna spend. If I liked it, I just do it in the cart. At $1, especially, do it in the cart. But even at $1.25, I still just do it in the cart. At $1.50, no, because every 2 items is $3. $3. Every 2 items at $3 adds up real quick. So I said, now I think before I buy. I don't just throw it in the cart. Dollar Tree should have just counted on making their money out of people spending a lot. Because I'd catch myself up in there and at the end, I would go to the register to check out. I'd spent $75. And I'd be like, oh my God, how'd I spend $75? I probably won't spend $75 in there anymore. Because now I'm going to think before I put the stuff in my cart. So anyway, we'll see. What do you guys think? Tell me your opinion on the Dollar Tree mess. All right, let me look at this real quick. Okay, it looks good here. What I need to look at is on this side. So you may see me off and on, you guys, again. In focus, in camera. You're not really seeing me, but you're seeing my body. Okay. Oh, this is way off. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is going to come way over. Just a little bit more. That looks good. Yeah, I think we're centered now. Yeah, that looks good. Gorgeous. And then press down, press down, press down. Okay. So, one more piece. Or maybe 2 more pieces. Yeah, I think we'll do 2 more. So next is this. Don't you just love this? Oh, I love putting it in my decor. I had to really think before I gave this piece up for my house decor, but I thought, oh, this is going to be beautiful. So this is going to go right on top of here. All right. So this is going to be the last piece we're going to glue on, and then the rest we'll have to wait for about 5 or 6 hours of drying time, and then we'll put the glass bowl on top, the last plate and glass bowl. I'll explain to you in just a second. All right, so let me just put it back down here. Again, I'm going right to the piece because I have a lot of surface room to deal with, so. I'm just wiping off my nozzle of my gun here. All right. Taking my large popsicle stick. Make sure you guys are seeing me. Yeah. And I like to do the edges first. Spread this out on the edge. Okay. Now let's put this piece on top. So let's go back up here so you guys can see it. Now this goes on top. This is going to be a really tall bird bath slash fountain. Make sure this is lined up. There we go. All right. Let me make sure this is even. Sorry, guys. All right, this is way off here. All right, you guys are going to see me in and out of camera, so. All right, that looks good. Just a second, guys. I'm still trying to get this centered. Okay, this finally looks good. I gotta turn this just a little bit so it's. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like now on top. This is a lot taller one. It's gonna be really cool. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Now, this needs to dry. This is really tall. If you don't want to build it up too tall where it's too unstable. So we're gonna let this dry for about 5 to 6 hours. And then later on today, I'm gonna come out, just a second, my caulking gun is just oozing everywhere. I'm putting tape, clear, I use this clear tape, just a piece of clear tape right on top, and stick the sides together, and that keeps the oozing and it keeps it from drying out. So let me do that right now. Sorry. Well, I actually need a new piece of tape. Okay, anyway, we'll do that. All right, so all right, so this has to dry for about 5 or 6 hours. After that, later on today, I'll come out here And I'll take one more plate, this one here, and I'll put this on top. Let me show you. This will go on top of here, like that. And then I will glue on top of that the pie dish. So this whole thing, just like this, will be glued on top of here, okay? But that needs to be done separately. So wait, like I said, wait 5 or 6 hours and then do that, okay? If you build too fast, you're gonna have everything collapsing onto the ground, and you're gonna have a big mess to pick up. So what we'll do is, after 5 or 6 hours, I'll glue the pie plate and the last plate on top. Then we'll let the whole thing dry 24 hours overnight, and then I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, and it'll be in the garden, and I'll show you what it looks like in the garden. For you, it'll be about 2 seconds. For me, it'll be 24 hours. All right, see you guys soon. Okay, you guys, I put the pie plate, the glass pie plate, on top. I glued that on, and now everything is dried, and I just want to show you how it looks in my garden. Doesn't that look pretty? I love it. Let me come around a little bit more so you can see it from all angles. I just can't wait. See the little bit of ground in the background right there where it's bare? I can't wait to this. It's lantana. See how beautiful this looks? Look at all this lantana. Look at all that lantana. And also this potato vine in this pot that I hand painted this pot to make it look like ceramic. Let me show you. See? And I did a video on this. Look at that potato vine. It is just taking over this pot, which is what I wanted. And then I also have in this pot, I have I started a what do you call it? A topiary. That's what that is right there. It's the start of one. And then there's a bunch of pentas and salvia in here. They're getting taken over by the potato vine. So hopefully what I'd like to see is potato vine be on the bottom, and then the salvia and the pentas grow taller. So hopefully that's what happens. But anyway, but look how beautiful that looks. And that's the pot. And then right next to it is my fountain. I love it. Like I said, that lantana should grow right around that pot. Because what I like is, you guys have seen how I do things. I like it, like whatever of my yard art that I have, fountains, bird baths, I like to put it inside of the garden and let plants be all around it, not just sitting by itself. So it's pretty much has plants all around it except for that spot right there. So it'll grow in. But anyway, just want to let you see how this turned out. Let's give you a better picture like this. There we go. So you don't see too much of that dirt right there. All right, you guys. Oh, and one more thing. Okay. Now, if you have a completely clear bowl like that on top, see how the glue that we used, it doesn't dry completely clear. So if that bothers you to see that, I would use E6000 or JD Weld. That's what I was trying to tell you yesterday. Use JD Weld or E6000, and then it'll dry completely clear. Okay? I'm probably not going to use anything else but the, what is the stuff I use? Okay, I'm probably going to continue to use the silicone, even if it shows that at the top. Just because, like I said, I'm making a ton of these, and it's more bang for your buck, and it's mine. It's not like I'm selling these. So, all right, you guys, I just wanted you to see how they turned out. What do you think? What's your opinion? Are you making these? Are you collecting thrifted glass from thrift stores and garage sales? And also thrift from your own house. You might have a lot of glass around your house too to make these. All right. Love, peace, and happiness, and I'll see you guys. Oh, next thing I'm going to probably do, I'm going to do another bird bath. And then Sunday, I have to give you a tour of my garden. It has gone nuts. And we're going to talk about intermittent watering. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.